All right. Thank you so much for clicking on that thumbnail and checking out my channel today, where you and I are going to come together and we are going to geek out about all things photography. Now, today I'm here to help you navigate the business side of being a photographer. And in case we haven't met, my name is Daniel Troutman. I'm a professional photographer and have been one for many, many moons. Let's just say I had some hair when I started. Now, today, you and I are going to go ahead and tackle a very critical subject, and that is how to tell if your session fee is too low. Now, setting the right session fee is more important than just charging what you think you're worth or what you think is fair. It goes way beyond that. You see, when it comes to new customers, that's oftentimes the first impression they get of your business. Now, if you and your business were, let's say you were selling coffee, and you put your coffee out there for 99 cents a cup. Now, would people expect a handcrafted latte with fresh roasted beans? Probably not. You see, if you charge 99 cents for a cup of coffee, you're probably that gas station coffee in the styrofoam cup, right? Now, I can tell you from experience, if you are portraying yourself as a 99-cent cup of crappy gas station coffee, you're going to attract customers that maybe don't value you, they don't value photography at all, and they certainly aren't going to value your policies and procedures. So, as you can see, charging too low of a session fee is detrimental, and it begs the question, how do you tell if the session fee that you're charging is too low? Now, the number one way that you're going to know if you're not charging enough on the session fee is your clients will tell you. And the way that we get them to open up and share this valuable information is by asking this magic question that I'm about to teach you. With every new client, every single time, I want you to ask this question: why did you choose my studio? Asking this question almost always starts an avalanche of very useful information spewing out of my clients' mouths. And back in the day when I was charging an anemic $50 for my session fee, well, you better believe that that kept popping up as a reason why they chose my studio. And of course, when your clients recognize that your session fee is significantly lower than everybody else, it's just a giant flashing neon sign that says maybe, just maybe, it's time to raise that session fee. So this next one, oh, we all hate it. Every photographer on the planet hates it. Let me run you through a scenario. You just packed your camera bag, you paid a babysitter, you fought traffic for 25 minutes, and you get to the park, you pay for parking, only to stand at a park awkwardly by yourself surrounded by kids that, well, they're not yours, so that's just weird. And all of this because your client didn't bother to show up or even give you a damn phone call. Now, if this happens to you more than you care to admit, it is a very strong indicator that perhaps it's time for you to consider raising that session fee. Let me explain. When clients make a significant financial investment in a service like a photo session with you, they tend to value and commit to that appointment. But here's the thing: if your session fee is too low, there isn't enough of a financial deterrent to make your client think twice about ghosting you. To them, that low session fee of 40, 50 bucks, that's no big deal. And they can just walk away from that and walk away from you. So if you're feeling like a professional Ghostbuster, rather than buying a jumpsuit and a proton pack, it is time for you to commit to raising that session fee. Now, here's the bonus part to raising your session fee. Not only are you going to see less ghosts, you are also going to get clients that are more committed to you and your service. Because what you're saying is that you respect your time, you value it, and by charging a larger dollar amount for it, you're going to make the client value your time as well. So do yourself a favor, get that session fee up where it belongs. Okay, the third way that I have for you today to tell if your session fee needs to be adjusted is the most vital and important one. If you find yourself not being able to close the sale, dollars to donuts, your session fee has something to do with it. Now, imagine you just had the greatest photo session ever. The chemistry between you and your client was there, the photos were on point, everything was perfect, and you get in the sales room and they are buying canvases, they are buying albums, and you are like, woohoo! And then you tell them the price. You look them dead in the eye and you say, that's going to be $6,000. And their jaws hit the floor. And then you hear this phrase: I think we need to go home and think about it. And when you hear that phrase, your sale is officially dead. So when that happens, there's one burning question in my mind. And that question is, what the frick just happened? Well, I'll tell you what just happened. You got smacked upside the head by a low session fee. See, the client expected, because they came in on a low session fee, that all of your other prices were low as well. And you can imagine their surprise and frustration when they get in the sales room and realize that that low session fee, well, it didn't fall in line. Your prices are much, much higher. Now, I have had this happen to me, and clients have accused me of a bait and switch. And I'll tell you what, that hurt. I did not appreciate that. So, what you need to do is you need to go ahead and start charging a session fee that falls in line with your pricing. Because if you don't, well, it's going to be wasted time and energy, and it's going to be super frustrating for anyone involved. So, do yourself a favor, do your client a favor, and get that session fee up in line with the rest of your pricing. Now, before we close this one out, I want to address the elephant in the room. There will be some of you that will ask me in the comment section, Daniel, why don't you bring a bunch of people in on a low session fee and then be super transparent with your pricing? Well, I'm here to tell you that I did that. And what I can honestly tell you is that clients do not listen. I would send them my price list before our consultation. They would not open it. I would open my price list and put it in their hands. They would not read it. I would use my mouth to actually say the words you can expect to spend, yada yada to yada yada. They would not listen. Okay. It was only after the work was done and we were in the sales room that they would flip out about the pricing. And it's not like nobody told them. But again, they were expecting that because the session fee was so low, my prices were as well. So avoid all of that. All right. Just please do yourself a favor. Okay, one final thought before we get out of here. I want to do you guys a favor. If you have a friend out there who is a photographer and they are charging way too low of a session fee, go ahead and send them this video. Share it with them and let me be the bad guy. Let me be the one to tell them, hey, you should probably raise your session fee. And that way you don't have to hurt their feelings. And speaking of feelings, if you are feeling depressed because you know we're about to end this video, never fear. I have a ton more videos that are about to pop up next to my perfectly bald head here. And all you have to do to keep the party rolling is to click one of those. So until next time, guys, I'm Daniel Troutman with Troutman Photography, and I can't wait to see you in the next video. Bye-bye.